Previously on the Infinite Escape Room.
How do we get into a bell?
Are we still all wearing Speedos?
You think you might even glimpse Marks and Spencer's party rings?
Hello, fellow miserable souls wandering aimlessly towards the inevitable end. Hello to you all. I hope you're well. Welcome to the Infinite Escape Room, where we interrupt the downward slide into dusty death with a little light distraction by playing pretend that we have an escape room going on that goes on infinitely and endlessly solving puzzles in it. Hello, my name is John. I've had an absolutely dreadful day. By drinking a Brewdog Lost Lager, which is comfortingly large in the hand. You don't get bottles like this anymore.
No.
And even more comforting in the tummy. And I'm joined on this very fine evening by a load of people who cannot leave their homes because there's no petrol anywhere.
Very true.
And their names are...
I'm Alan, and I'm drinking a Doom Bar, but not just any Doom Bar. Would you believe it? It's a Doom Bar Zero.
Oh, I've had that before, and it's horrible.
Oh, well, I was just about to try some, but...
You had one yesterday, Al, so you know what it tastes like.
The listeners don't know that. I think it tastes a Doom Bar. There's the adverts. Just say that at the end. I think it tastes a Doom Bar.
We don't get any money for it, but never mind. Yeah.
Yes,
Hello.
leave it to the professionals, Alan.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Bailey, and I'm drinking, just for a little change, a little white wine.
Wine.
So, yes, that's me.
At some point, you are going to have to just get your own vineyard.
Yeah, like Danny's brother.
We could do that.
Oh, yes, of course.
And make you all very sick. And make Alan shout stuff at Danny's mum.
Has ever come up on the podcast so far.
And it never shall.
When we went to Danny's stag, Danny's brother, Jordan, who has been on the show, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He has, brought some homemade wine. And homemade wine is one of those phrases that when somebody utters it, you run. Or at the very least, you say no. You know, in the words of Nancy Reagan, kids just say no. Alan, on the other hand, did not say no. He said, yes, yes, baby, give me more, yes. And by the end of the evening, was behaving very oddly.
What was it he
I
said?
won't repeat.
Up the bum, no babies.
Up the bum, no babies!
At the top of his lungs at 2 a.m.
In Danny's mum's face.
In suburbia.
Technically true. Like, he's not lying.
It's technically correct. That's
not a joke, just a fact.
The best kind of correct.
There's other ways of avoiding the baby problem, guys.
It was just when they started going, Alan, we've got neighbours out.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't blame the homemade wine entirely because I suppose now's also a good time on the podcast to air out the fact that Punk IPA is not a session beer.
No.
It's 5.6%.
Also, to air out that Alan didn't know what session beer meant. Like, he thought, I think it was just like, it's a beer. And I just think he was like nodding along.
I'm going to put my little hand up right now and say that I only found out what session beer meant about a week ago. I thought it was some kind of like flavor or like, you know, a level of carbonation or something. No, it's the alcohol level. It's
means you can have a session.
But it's their default beer. That's why I thought it was their session. But I think, John, you should put your hands up again for those old fashions you were making.
Oh, yeah.
They were delicious. The old fashions were wonderful. We went through a bottle of whiskey in about an hour. It was great. And on that note, we shall move on.
Hey, what about me? What about... I'm not introduced myself yet.
We're not? Okay.
No. Hello. I'm Mike. I was left to last and forgotten. I am drinking a Northern Star chocolate caramel biscuit porter.
Ooh.
Which I think, John, you've had it before, this one. The Northern Monk. And it is... It's fine. It's heavy. It's a bit too sweet. It's actually, weirdly, it's got that clagginess on the tongue that speaks of artificial sweeteners, which is a bit sad, really.
Are we all introduced?
I think so.
Lovely, wonderful. Now, listeners, you may justifiably, given how long that tangent was, be wondering what the hell this show is about. It is an escape room that is infinite. Like any other escape room that you may have visited in your life, simply that it does not actually exist, coming into being only inside your mind and ours. And every room in the Infinite Escape Room links seamlessly. Every room in the Infinite Escape Room links seamlessly into the next one. And this week is going to be quite seamless because Mike has forced my hand with the shittest of handovers in all of human history. My God, man, what were you smoking?
The shittest handover? I thought it was beautiful.
Oh, sorry, by shit I don't mean bad. I mean, like, wow, please pin me into a corner more with this insanity.
It was very simple. It was very, very simple.
The dog apocalypse.
And everything's turning to biscuits. And it's the herring apocalypse. The world is covered in dogs and everything's turning to biscuits.
The handover I had from you, John, was Mike, was about dogs.
Oh dear,
being chased by dogs and covered in poo.
Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on. You do this a lot.
Do you think about dogs a lot of the time?
Oh, God.
Do you like dogs?
Duck, duck, duck.
Moving on.
Anyway.
From Mike's dogging. There it is.
Lads.
Yes.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Every week, one of the team brings a room for the others to solve. And this week, as you may have guessed from my mild tones, it is I. I am carrying on where Mike left off. Before we begin the room tonight, I'd like to take a moment to thank some of the people that continue to make all of this possible. That is our lovely, loyal, wonderful Patreons, who occasionally give us suggestions and names, and people who will also go on the list. Today, I would like to personally thank Maggie and Christopher Chang. Thank you guys for your continued support. It really does mean a lot.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Diolch yn fawr.
Yes, so that was Satan speak.
Dosraki, actually. Thank you.
Dosraki, that's Skyrim, isn't it?
I've got to say, like, Welsh does sound like somebody in the middle of an exorcism. It just does.
Yeah, it's great. It's great having English friends. I love it.
Yeah. Or as we call ourselves, the master race.
And that ties quite well into your room, I believe, John.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, I can literally hear the podcast being cancelled.
Get in the bin. You're cancelled.
Lovely. Okay. Gentlemen, lady, are you ready to enter the infinite escape room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Then let us enter the infinite escape room. Last week, the team were left fleeing the continuing herring apocalypse, pursued by the skeletal owner of the game cafe at the end of the world. With most of the fiend trapped behind the other side of a portal and only his now severed arm in this realm with you, you run for your lives. You come upon a large domed building on a main road. It's very grand, but obviously long defunct. The roped queuing area outside it stands completely empty, and its great, ornate doors are locked. There is a side entrance, however, and you all hurry inside, closing the door behind you. Having closed it, you realize there's something written on it. In large writ, in what might be blood, it says, "Only when she is whole again may you be free." Whoops. You feel yourselves beginning to visibly stiffen, your joints hardening up, and your skin feeling a little bit taut, with a little less give in it than it had before. Probably nothing to worry about.
Feeling hard and taut.
Oh, God. Before you is a large semicircular room. There are 4 roped-off areas inside it, all with people in them. 2 areas on your left and 2 of them on your right. There's another roped-off area in the middle of the room, but it appears to be empty, except for a sign in front of it. And on the far end of the room, at the apex of the semicircular curve, there is a door with a window in it. Before you can take in anything else, though, you hear a scuffling sound behind you. You turn around and see it's the arm. The severed arm of the owner of the game cafe at the end of the world is still with you. It is hauling itself across the ground towards you with a fearsome knife clutched in its fingers. Before it gets very far, though, it happens upon a sign. This sign must have been on a wall somewhere. It's fallen down, and it simply says, "Warning, fire hazard." There's a large spider on the sign. The hand reaches the sign, starts glowing blue, and then the spider bursts into flames. The arm is as surprised as you are about this and shrugs and then drops the weapon. Its blue glow has faded a little bit, and then it waits there, unmoving, on its sign. What would you like to do?
So, sorry, was that the spider that burst into flames or the arm?
The spider. The spider is very dead.
Was it like fire hazard written on it and a picture of a spider or a real spider?
It was a fire hazard warning sign that was lying on the floor with a real spider standing on it, and the spider is no more.
Oh, okay, dead.
Where are we in relation to this and the spooky barista arm?
You're a few paces in front of the door you came in on. The door is in the middle of the flat side of the semicircle, and then you've got the curved side with the other door at its apex.
And that's got a window in it.
Yes, in the sort of top side of the door. You know those doors where you've got it's like a wooden door with a little window with that kind of reinforced glass with the strings running through it, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I get it.
That stuff, yeah.
Cool. Can we take a look to our right and see what's in the cordoned off areas?
Okay, so on your right-hand side, there are two cordoned off areas, one in your far right and one of your mid-right. What would you like to look at?
Can I just ask, how are they cordoned off?
So, in museums or old-fashioned museums, if you had an exhibit, they'd put sort of like a red velvet rope.
Oh, that's what I had in my head, but then I was like, or is it like do not cross crime scene?
No. It's the velvet rope with the brass pillars. It's all a bit sad and a bit old and a bit dusty. You get the feeling that none of this has moved in a very long time.
Okay. Can we see what's on the immediate right?
The mid-right?
On the right, but like the first one if we were going around the room.
Okay, Emma, you can just say the far right.
Right, so Emma but there's two, isn't there? There's two on the right, and I'm just trying to say like the first one.
Right, so
shut up.
You started at the corner of the room on the right-hand side and then worked your way across. I did not think this was going to be the complicated bit
Jesus.
of this
room. More like the right-hand side, am I right?
So on the far right of you, there are some people standing inside the ringed-off area. On closer inspection, they are not moving at all. They appear to be very, very good facsimiles of people. And they are recognisable people. You have Cilla Black, Ruby Wax, Bruce Forsyth, and Victoria Wood. And you know it's those people, not just because of your great knowledge of British pop culture, but because there are paper labels taped to them. The kind of thing that you would write up in a hurry if you were like labelling things to put them in storage or something.
So we had Cilla Black, Bruce Forsyth, Ruby Wax, and Victoria Wood, two of which I think are still alive.
No, only one.
Oh, really?
Cilla's dead.
Ruby Wax is still alive.
Bruce is dead, and Bruce is dead.
Yeah, Bruce is dead.
When did that happen?
Bruce Forsyth? About 4 years ago?
What?
Something like that. 3 or 4 years. He hasn't been on Strictly for a long time.
Have they been doing to see it dead?
Have they been doing like Weekend at Bernie's or something? Because I feel that I've seen him much more recently than that.
Maybe he was on television a lot over like the course of like 50, 60 years. So it might have been a repeat, Mike. He's definitely dead. Ruby Wax.
Again, this is not where I thought you guys would come unstuck in this.
But also, Ruby Wax is alive, but they're all waxworks.
Ah, yeah.
But her name's Ruby Wax.
On close inspection, they are waxworks.
That is true.
I don't think it means anything.
It's good detail, Bailey, and well noticed.
10 points to Gryffindor.
By the way, how much time have we got? You never said.
It's difficult to say.
I don't think the time has even started yet, if I'm honest.
Clock. And yet, with every passing moment, you feel yourselves stiffening just a little more and becoming ever less mobile, just a little more.
I mean,
if I were to put a figure on it, I would say you've probably got about half an hour.
Okay.
It sounds like you're describing my mid-30s, John. Every day I wake up slightly stiffer, like, fuck this. So we're trying to find the ibuprofen. That sounds like what we're going to do.
So those mannequins are in the far right bit, aren't they? What was in the near right?
So there are another set of mannequins. On the near right is the Phantom of the Opera.
Ooh.
Thénardier, who is a character from Les Miserables.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And whoever did the labelling has put in brackets Master of the House.
That guy.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah. Sacha Baron Cohen played him in the film.
Mrs. Trunchbull. And a green-skinned witch.
Was Miss Trunchbull married?
No, I guess it was Miss Trunchbull, wasn't it? That is not relevant.
Oh, no, of course, those are all...
Difficulty, Mrs. D, Mrs. I.
Well, those are all West End musicals, aren't they? Because you've got Phantom of the Opera...
Alphabet. Les Miserables, Matilda. And Wicked.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's Alphabet is the Wicked Witch of the West in that.
Can I take a look at what we had to our left, please? The nearmostest leftist.
Mike, unusually moving to the far left, there is the Queen, Prince Charles, Prince Philip, Princess Diana. All of them, though, like this is a few years back. The Queen is definitely much younger than she is today.
Is Diana alive?
Well, she's a waxwork.
No, but is that?
No, she's definitely dead.
No, it's Diana's mangled corpse in a waxwork.
Oh, shut up!
What they put in this.
You just said the Queen was young. She was young when Diana was alive. Like how?
She was younger.
How young is the Queen?
Say 50.
At time of recording, by the way, the Queen is alive.
At the time of recording, yeah.
Sorry, that was Princess Diana, the Queen. Who else? Sorry.
The Queen, Prince Philip, Prince Charles, and Princess Diana.
Okay, and who's in the left?
In the mid-left, there is a Native American, a cowboy, a construction worker.
Village people!
Oh, you got there first.
It does appear to be the village people, yes, and they're all of these waxworks have a paper label taped to them to say who they are.
So, Native American, construction worker,
policeman, and cowboy.
This is the best Madamme Tussauds ever.
I pay good money. And you said there was an area in the middle as well?
There is an area in the middle. It too is roped off, but there is no waxwork in it. There is, however, a much more formal sign. It's made of wood, but it's been badly damaged, so only the first part of it is... well, even there, to be honest with you, like the bottom half has been ripped off.
Does it say anything?
It does. It says, Madamme Tussauds, the eponymous creator of this museum, known for her... And then that's it.
Waxworks.
Her massive jugs.
Oh, I'm so glad you said it, Brady. It was on the tip of my tongue.
I can't spell eponymous or whatever you said. The blah blah creator of this
the eponymous
museum. She was well known for her.
Madamme Tussauds, the eponymous creator of this museum, known for her... Eponymous just means giving your name to, so Hamlet is the eponymous character of the play.
Okay.
I have been using that word wrong.
Ah, fuck, now I'm worried. I'm using it wrong.
I've never heard it before.
Well, I can't spell it.
Of a person given their name to something, the eponymous hero of the novel, for example.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, I am once again correct. Vandalisation.
Okay, so we've got a sign that puts things on fire. We've got celebrities, like pop culture celebrities, possibly, musical characters, village people characters, and royal family.
Yeah.
And then when we came in, it said, only when she is whole again, may you be free.
Yes, that's a good summary of what you found so far.
Cool.
Oh, and... I wouldn't put it past John because he does love pissing around with our agency and making us into things. We're getting stiff and taut. I wonder if we're becoming slightly waxy, John. We're getting a bit waxy?
That would be, I'd say you're waxing lyrical right now.
Oh.
You're a piece of work. Where's
yes, you are indeed very slowly becoming waxworks yourself.
Oh, okay.
That would seem to be the timer for us then.
Oh, shit.
There was a window at the end of the room, I think, wasn't there?
A door with a window in it.
Can I have a peek through that window in the door?
It appears to be a storeroom or workroom of some kind. There's shelves on either side stacked high with boxes. On the far wall, you can read a message, and it says, only a master wax worker may enter the workroom.
Oh, on the off chance.
Hopefully, a figure standing next to it, and that figure is labelled with a sign that says Master Waxworker. And it's a waxwork of a man in overalls. Unfortunately, he's not on your side of the door.
Can we open the door?
No. The handle does not work. There is no visible lock.
Oh, okay. So I've got a theory.
Go on.
Demons. So only when she's whole again may you be free. So and there's a place in the middle for Madamme Tussauds, and I think she's a she. So, do we have to melt down like a selection of the others to make, and using the fire hazard thing that like can melt the wax to like create our new waxwork?
Like Frank and Tussauds.
Yeah.
Oh,
but we need to find out what she's known for. So if we find out maybe she's like known for being a witch, we could.
That would be helpful, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But I don't know if we. Is there anything else that we should look at on in the room?
No, you have found everything.
Everything. Brilliant.
Is the spooky hand doing anything?
Spooky hand is doing nothing. It continues to glow a sort of slightly pale blue, and it's just waiting. It's sort of twiddling its fingers.
What happens if I approach it? Do I feel anything mortal happening to myself?
No, it sort of turns its attention to you, but it doesn't seem to be afraid of you or anything.
Okay, I'm going to pick up the spooky hand.
Okay, you are holding a spooky hand.
Okay.
It's not carrying the knife anymore, by the way. The knife got
I was going to think maybe the knife is what we need.
Oh, yeah, grab the knife. Grab the knife.
I've got the knife.
Okay.
Hand seems nervous now.
I block with the arm. At the end of the last episode, anything that the arm touched was being turned into biscuits. Is it still turning things into biscuits?
No, its power seems to have modified somewhat. The only thing you've witnessed it do is incinerate a spider that was on a sign that said fire hazard.
Can I tap the arm to the door to see if it incinerates the door?
Nothing happens.
Can I tap the arm to Alan to see if it pats him on the back? Oh,
that feels nice.
Is it that it turns stuff into biscuits? Does it?
No. Okay, like I'm gonna do like a Disney on Star Wars retcon here that it doesn't turn things into biscuits anymore. Okay, that is not canon.
But it did that apparently in the previous room.
Yes, it did.
Does it, because it saw fire hazard? It saw fire and like turned it into made it on fire. So whether there's something about the selection of mannequins we have here that turns it into stuff we need? I don't know. Maybe I've gone off the wrong path.
Well,
I didn't
perhaps
think
on that
thing.
Could Mike, with your newfound arm, could you maybe touch Victoria Wood and see if it turns into wood?
Into wood?
What a thing to say!
I would actually, if it can bring Victoria Wood back to life. She was a fucking legend.
She was a legend.
I miss her so much.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna embrace Victoria Wood very gently with the bony arm and my actual arm.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Well, my theory's up the duff.
I don't want to kind of search. I assume all these waxworks are wearing clothes, and I probably don't want to search all the clothes.
What the fuck, Alan? What the fuck?
John didn't mention that the whole time. The Queen is sitting there in the car.
Oh my god!
Naked Queen.
Yes, they are all clothed.
He did say the Queen was much younger, so she's a hottie.
I mean, Claire Foy.
Oh, who wouldn't? Let's face it.
How would the village people even work without the costumes? They'd just be
people, like four gay guys having a gay old time.
Yeah, but they're like this, aren't they?
Like, oh, you're all kind of ripped.
They got a letter each, yeah.
Can I search the clothes of Ruby Wax? Because there's wax in the name.
There is nothing there. Only a creeping sense of shame.
So, are any of the waxworks that we can currently see wearing overalls, just out of interest?
No, none of them are dressed in the manner of the master waxworker.
Not even the construction worker.
Well, he's wearing construction workery clothes, so he's got the construction worker in the village people was always wearing those. Oh, what are they called? They're not dungarees, are they? They're called
Yeah, like the jeanery.
Yeah, and like a high-vis jacket and a hard hat.
He's wearing those and a hard hat and a white T-shirt that's a bit too tight for him,
Too tight for him.
Can we touch all of the... All right, I'm going to go through everyone and touch it with the hand.
Okay, you're touching each waxwork
touching Bruce Forsyth.
Nothing.
Touching Ruby Wax.
Nothing.
Touching Cilla Black.
Oh, okay, do you want me to keep going?
Okay, I go through all of them and touch them with the hand.
Nothing happens.
Oh, god damn it. Touch the door. Can we touch that with wood?
Nothing happens.
We had these signs.
Why would it being wood help?
Yeah, we've had some signs.
Oh, I just assumed the sign was made of wood.
Okay, well, we had these little wooden signs, didn't we?
No. So all of the waxworks are labelled with paper signs taped to them. The wooden sign is the one for Madamme Tussauds herself, which is a bit more formal but broken.
And the fire hazard sign.
Okay, yes, the sign, the sign for Madamme Tussauds.
You touch it and
with a hand.
Nothing happens.
Well,
I'm out of ideas, guys.
We have some spooky magic hand action going on. Alan, you look like you've got a crazy idea.
Well, so we've had the hands. So we had that fire hazards sign and a spider blew up. Was that because the hand touched it, or because the spider touched the fire hazard sign? Can I pick up the fire hazard sign? The hand did not touch the spider.
The hand touched the sign whilst the spider was on it, and the spider was incinerated.
Interesting.
Fire hazard.
Turned to fire, and it went blue.
Yes, it glowed blue. It's still glowing blue a little bit now, more faintly than it was before. You get the sense of it that the blue glow is very much a display of its slowly failing power.
Okay.
So can we put the hand near the fire hazard sign again?
You can. The hand looks at you and shakes its handy fingers as if to say, "Please no."
Oh, do it.
Oh, okay. So
you listen to some hand, Bailey.
What?
You're going to take shit from a hand?
No. Slap it round the palm, give it kind of an angry high five, and go, "Do your fucking job, mate," and shove it into the fire hazard sign. Do your hand job.
Sorry,
I did, didn't I? I walked right into that one.
Fun fact, I once did a hand job, as in like on TV. But there we are.
Nice. It's a hard life as an actor, isn't it, John? Them's the gigs.
I just want to check if it's the hand that makes the fire hazard sign turn on fire.
Okay, so how are you doing that? What are you doing?
I just wanted, because the hand went near it, I just want to put it near it. So
the fire hazard sign was not incinerated. The fire hazard sign remains exactly as it was.
But it was when the hand got near it went on fire, wasn't it?
No, the spider incinerated.
But what?
The sign is as it ever was.
It's just on fire?
No, the sign just says fire hazard on it. It's a warning sign.
Oh, I thought the spider was having a lovely little time on it and then the hand got near it.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not very good at interpreting spider behaviour, so I can't comment on the.
Okay, I barked up the completely wrong tree, so I'm going to shut up.
You are so for a little tiniest of steers, you are going roughly in the right direction with this.
Can I take a look at the fire hazard sign very briefly?
Okay.
Approaching it, does it in any way feel warm or charged with eldritch energy?
No.
If I was to pick up the fire hazard sign and, for example, smack Prince Charles around his wax and fit shops with it, would anything happen?
You'd feel good and Prince Charles falls over.
Excellent.
But that's about it. There appears to be nothing unusual about the fire hazard sign.
Okay. The hand's holding a knife, isn't it?
It was. It dropped it.
Can I pick up the knife?
I had the knife, but I'll give it to you, Alan. I've given the knife to you.
Can I try opening up one of these waxworks with the knife?
Okay.
Oh, my God. Okay. Dare I ask who?
Oh.
Because there are no good choices here.
I'm just thinking
choices.
The Queen might look similar to Madamme Tussauds, and if we have to make Madamme Tussauds, maybe the Queen's head might be a place to start.
Why would you be like the Queen's head and no other part of the Queen? Madame Tussauds is clearly...
Oh, yeah, maybe. All right, can we put the Queen in the middle of the room?
Are you... I didn't think I was going to be asking this. Are you decapitating Her Majesty?
I think Alan is.
It's on the table. I'm happy to take Emma's suggestion and push it into the middle of the room.
No. Okay.
The Queen.
Don't chop the Queen's head off.
We won't do that yet.
Okay. Now, are you doing it or not?
No, we're not.
Right. Her Majesty is spared.
Yeah.
For now.
Off with her head.
Did we want to try and move the Queen into the middle of the room? Was that...
Okay.
I don't know what to do, John.
I on the right track with something, and now you decided to do
bring the village people.
Okay, right. Can I put the fire hazard sign on Prince Charles's on the forehead, and then
again,
just kind of. I want to see, what's
Okay.
I'm trying to work out what the interaction is.
Tell me.
Yeah, I want to see what the interaction is between these two items. So if I get the arm and give it a good old prod against the thing while it's on, like he's wearing it like a hat.
Yeah.
Does anything happen?
Prince Charles bursts into flames.
Excellent. Okay, so we know that magic hand plus the fire sign equals flame.
Flame. But does he burn or melt?
Well, he's wax, so he melts.
Okay. Oh, wow. Now we've got a puddle of... I hope we didn't need Prince Charles.
I wish we had Camilla here. Oh, she would have been a much better person to melt.
They might listen to this.
Pish and posh. Oh, yeah, I'm sure the royal family are tuning into this podcast. There's our endorsement by the Queen gone. We won't be like Marmite now.
No, we won't be on the Crown now.
Podcast by Royal Charter, that would be good. Okay, Mike, you figured out how this interaction works.
Okay, now what the fuck do we do with it?
Given that you have 12 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say, let's try and burn that door down.
Yes.
So fire hazard sign.
Work. Doesn't work.
So it only burns
Do we need to
spiders.
It's a fire safety door.
So the wax the melty waxy Charles now is that can I model that? Can I kind of clump it into something new?
Oh, we need to get in the room.
Alan, you lack the skills.
But we need the master wax worker. But how do we get him?
No, how do we become master wax workers?
In the words of iRobot, Michael, that is the right question. How would you become a master wax worker?
Probably work a lot of fucking wax. I guess I'm going to have to melt everybody.
Oh, give me fucking strength. Okay, right, do I have to spell this out?
I guess I'm going to have to melt everybody.
Who do I like the least?
John.
Okay. You have a magical severed arm that when you touched it to a sign that said fire, something got turned into fire. So perhaps if you touched it to a sign that said something else, it would get turned into something else.
John, didn't you say that sign? You said that sign was on the other side of the door earlier.
What?
Didn't you say that sign was on the other side of the door earlier, the master waxworker one?
It is. It is totally inaccessible.
Oh, but the Madame Tussauds one. Yeah, didn't we try and hit it against the Madame Tussauds sign?
Nothing happened.
Oh, piss, okay.
Because you don't know what the fucking Madame Tussauds is like.
What if you do it again, but I touched the sign at the same time?
Oh, fuck me.
No, you don't want to be Madame Tussauds,
You're on the right
Alan.
track with that.
I want to be a master wax worker.
You don't have the right sign.
So we need the master wax worker.
This is... Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something here. Okay.
But we need to, that's in the other room. It's a trap door anyway.
No.
Okay, I'm going to do a very quick inventory of my understanding of the situation.
I really hope someone is screaming at the radio.
Okay, I'm going to. So we have surrounding us on either side 4 sets of waxworks, one of which is now a puddle. We have in the very middle of the room.
He was kind of a puddle beforehand, to be honest with you. But okay.
In the middle of the room, we have an empty plinth with a sign for Madamme Tussauds, which we worked out does not interact at the moment with our magic pokey stick, our magic hand. At the end of the room, we have a door with a thing that we can look through. Inside, we can see that there is a master waxworker sign, which we cannot touch, and a master waxworker mannequin. So we cannot interact with that with our pokey hand because it is on the other side of the door. So we need to either be able to turn ourselves into master waxworkers to be able to access this room and do God knows what, or turn ourselves into Madamme Tussauds. Or create a Madamme Tussauds.
How close does the arm need to be to the sign?
The arm needs to touch.
Oh, right. Okay.
Can we? Okay, so...
Yes, Alan.
Can I pick up the Madamme Tussauds sign?
Yes.
Put it against one of the wax people.
And it's the arm.
No, I know. But so to set fire to Charles, we put the sign to Charles, and then we touched it with the arm. So can I put the Madamme Tussauds sign against someone and touch it with the arm, and that person would become Madamme Tussauds?
The arm turns and shrugs at you. It doesn't really know what Madamme Tussauds is.
Known for her...
The sign is incomplete.
So we need it to touch the master waxworker arm, sign, and then it can be our arm, and it's a master waxworker, and it can mould he knows how to mould it.
Someone's screaming at the radio.
Or complete the sign.
You're missing one crucial element of this, and you already have it.
Well, I mean, we have a knife.
You do.
I stab myself in the leg.
No, not useful.
Do I feel anything?
Is that the answer?
Oh, can I pick the lock?
You do. No.
Oh, I thought you said
no
Bailey had the answer then. Oh, never
What
mind.
about the labels on each waxwork? It's got their name. Does it say who it's
Go on, Alan.
perhaps by? Does it say like Ruby Wax by Madame Tussauds, for example?
No.
Oh, hang on. What did the sign say earlier? Madame Tussauds, Epimonius blank.
Creator of
What's it?
this
Known for her.
museum.
Fucking hell.
Known for her.
I'm just wondering if we use the knife to cut off bits of these labels to create something.
Oh,
So we could cut off bits of the labels using the knife to create, because we had Ruby Wax, we've got Wax,
yeah.
we've got the village people.
Master of the house.
So we've got
Master
Wax, Master Wax, we've got the construction worker. Master Wax worker.
And
We've
from
got
a great height, from a long, long way away, I can hear a penny dropping.
Oh, okay. So we take Master Wax worker.
Stick it on
the arm.
Let's just stick it over the top of the Madame Tussauds sign for a second, so that we've got a sign to attach to, and then tap it with the arm.
Okay. Nothing happens. Nothing is attached to the sign.
Can we put the words on the arm and then open the door with the arm?
What?
No.
So put it on. So stick those words on over the top of the label of, let's say, Prince Philip, and then give the sign a tap.
Okay, so you get the sense that Prince Philip the Waxwork has been imbued with the powers of a master waxworker, but Prince Philip the Waxwork is still a waxwork.
So can we use his arm to open the door?
What's that, Michael?
Us. It's us. We need to do it. Okay, so I take the master waxwork labels that I've cut off, stick them on myself, and then I guess tap myself on the noggin with the arm.
All you had to do was touch the sign. You have imbued yourself. You feel the skills of years of practice at waxworking coursing through your veins. You now definitely have the power of a master waxworker. What would you like to do with it?
Okay, I would like to take the remains of Prince Philip, Prince Charles, and craft them into a perfect facsimile of that person I know very well. I have no idea what they look like, or even if they're a man, woman, or frog, Madame Tussauds, because presumably has swords for arms.
That would be good, wouldn't it? You're going to have to, tell me what she looks like. Tell me about it.
Okay, so she's about 7 foot tall. 7 foot tall. She's got
wings,
big jugs. We know that from Bailey.
Really big jugs.
5 minutes.
A unibrow.
Clown feet.
She's got one tooth.
Okay.
And who?
Northern accent, but you can't see that in wax.
Change the shape of the mouth, don't you?
Get the essence.
I like that.
Okay.
And then all you went for is she's a blowjob doll. Brilliant. She's got blowjob mouth. Excellent.
What? No, not me. No, he said northern accent, and I said, you just changed the shape of the mouth.
Oh, right.
I was making no reference to that.
I thought,
that came out of nowhere.
That's my mind then.
Whatever might be on your mind, that's fine. It's fine. No judgment here.
Okay.
I still don't know how we did that, by the way. I'm so confused.
Frankenstein's monster in front of you.
Put it in the middle?
Okay. Nothing happens.
Tap the arm.
Nothing happens.
When she's holding him. Damn. Shit the bed.
Do we need to copy the... There was a chap with overalls in the...
well, hang on. Yeah, no, because they're only master worker...
is he a master wax worker?
But you can go in the room because you're the master worker now.
Exactly, that's what I've been trying to say. So the sign said that I could go in there and...
Sorry,
so, Mike, are you approaching the door?
I think I am, yes.
Under the grip of your well-experienced palm, the door clicks open.
Excellent.
You are now inside the storeroom. You have the master waxworker himself in his overalls before you, and many, 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 many boxes.
Okay, what's the boxes? Because we've got 3 minutes.
In most of the boxes is weirdly nothing at all. In one of them, you find the other half of the Madame Tussauds sign. You also find a small amount of wax, a heat gun to soften it, and some handy wax glue. As for the rest of Madame Tussauds' sign, it says this: ageless, twinkling smile, her regal bearing. Her eyes soft and caring, for she had a great love of children. Her ears were her least favourite feature. unusually large.
Oh,
and
no.
she tried to conceal them in various hats. Yeah, you've realised what you've done, haven't you? She tried to conceal them with various hats. A master waxworker herself, she took a great amount of time to finish each collection, as she only had use of one arm, the other being withered from birth.
Thank you. Okay, so we have here Age's Twinkling Smile. Who's got an Age's Twinkling Smile that we know?
Bruce Forsyth?
Brucey?
2 minutes.
Do you know what else Brucey has? Big ears.
Yeah. But of the people in this room, though, would you say that he was the most famous for his big ears, Michael? Would you say that?
I'd say he's got the least melted ears. Did I melt? So when I melted down Charles, did I melt all of Charles?
Yes, you fucked it.
Oh, no.
Okay, cool. So I guess Brucey's got the next biggest ears then. The Queen has a regal bearing. Mm-hmm. And withered.
And Diana's eyes.
Okay, so to be clear, you're pulling out the eyes of Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Taking what, the head of Bruce Forsyth?
Just his mouth.
And his ears.
And his ears. Regal bearing. Is that the Queen's body?
Yeah, the Queen's bod, yeah.
Or maybe we'll just take Bruce Forsyth's head then and just add to Diana's eyes.
Who's got a withered arm? Shit. Which of the musicals?
The Phantom of the Opera? No.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Master of Biscuits? What's his name?
No, not Thénardier.
Wicked?
No.
Who the fuck has a withered arm?
You're going to kick yourself.
Oh, we've got a skeleton arm. Let's just stick that in it.
Oh,
we've got
okay.
Okay, cool. So we stick in Brucey's head, mouth, ears, Diana's eyes, the Queen's bod. I guess we'll grab one of the wigs, stick that on top, and stick with an arm.
The constructor worker's hat.
And with 45 seconds to go, you reconstitute Madame Tussauds.
Perfectly.
The last of the blue light fades from the bony arm and its fingers curl up one final time, its energy utterly spent. With that, the hulking bodge of a creature groans hideously into life. She looks down upon you, her creators, gives a little curtsy, and then goes and unlocks the door for you. Then she pops off to the toilets to find herself a mirror to look at her beautiful face.
Yay.
She should probably leave before she finds one. You go running out of the door, back into the world. You find yourself outside the gated entrance to a huge park. It must be Regent's Park, given where you were. It would be beautiful inside if it weren't for all the biscuits. Behind you, you hear the anguished howl of a monster, glimpsing its hideous form for the first time. Followed by the crashing of a door being broken up and its snarling, hate-filled breaths. You hide in some bushes and you pray that your creation does not find you. To be continued.
Yay!
Ooh, that was a really cool ending.
And how long left?
You had 45 seconds left.
I don't know how we made Mike the master waxworker. That just happened for me.
Right, so this interaction. So I may have screwed this up. I may not have described it very well. I thought it was going to come easier to you. Basically, the way that simply worked was that if the hand touches a word, it makes anything touching that word the word. So if the hand touches fire, it makes anything touching it catch fire. If the hand touches a master waxworker, it makes that thing a master waxworker.
Yeah.
So fire hazard signs. I generally associate them with the fire hazard symbol. That's what I had in my notes. Was the symbol?
Oh shit! I didn't say it was text. Oh, that's okay. That's a good point. I just in my head it just said fire hazard on it.
I had the triangle.
Did you have that?
I wrote the words down, so
I guess I was
my fault.
You could edit this, John, and just make us look like idiots.
I
don't think you need to edit that to do that.
No, that's interesting because that was that's kind of a fascinating interaction in itself. That I created something and I made an assumption based on my imagining of it about a detail of it, and then other people imagined it differently without that detail. And because I assumed they had the detail, I did not understand why they did not make the logical leap that detail suggested. Though by the time you'd set fire to Prince Charles, I was hoping that at that point the penny was going to drop.
I thought we had a magic sign.
It's not a magic sign. It's the magic hand. The hand is glowing blue and severed from its body. How can I say this is magic?
Who's got a withered hand?
We touched it to some other words and it didn't do anything. We touched it to the sign, it didn't do anything. It didn't magic us to magic Madame Tussauds. It didn't do anything
to the Madame Tussauds sign because it didn't have any reference for what Madame Tussauds is. Like, Madame Tussauds means nothing. That's why when you started creating, I said, okay, what does she look like then? Because you have no idea.
And neither did we, to be fair, and now we do.
Yes, she's beauty.
Now we know exactly. I enjoyed writing it, but it relied on a piece of logic that I think isn't particularly sturdy. So I hope it wasn't too unsatisfying because of that.
It was at least it was entertaining, John. It was entertaining. And it's the thing as well. Once we kind of worked out, it was like, oh, okay, this, and this, and this. It's like it started to all fall into place. And it's like, oh, the fucking signs. Like that bit with the signs was really good. I had completely dismissed the labels, and I think the reason I had done that was because I'd started just using shorthand rather than writing all the people every time. So the last set was the village people.
Yeah.
I think
really if construction worker.
If I'd written Master of the House down, it would have maybe twigged.
I did.
I was desperately trying to find someone to put in there that had naturally had the word master in it. And I was thinking
Doctor
of some
Who?
crude joke with like master.
Games master.
Something. What?
Doctor Who, the Master.
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who.
Okay,
You've got the Doctor, the Master.
I don't know what that is.
Games Master. Patrick Stewart.
The only thing I can think of is the Master of the House.
Demon Headmaster.
The West End ones.
Demon Headmaster.
Demon Headmaster would have read. See, shit, no, it's all obvious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted enough people who were well known enough together that it wouldn't seem odd. Like Ruby Wax had to just be in with random
people.
Like
Similar people.
That felt like a really good. That's the thing. All the groupings felt really good and natural.
Yeah,
like that was your TV celebrities. You had your musicals. You had your West End musicals. You had your
royals,
your major to minor royals.
Indeed, to gone royals. Oh, fun fact: Madamme Tussauds was actually a request.
Oh,
I remember when we did the corporate gig, the rehearsal. As a little thank you for the rehearsal, we asked the rehearsalees to suggest.
Oh my god!
And they suggested Madamme Tussauds.
I forgot about that.
There you go. Well done.
As did I, until a little while ago. And I went, oh my God, we never did that. We've definitely never done Madamme Tussauds. So now we have.
There you go.
In hideous tear fashion.
Wow.
No, I mean like the tone. Like, okay, you're dragging the Queen across the room and now you're going to cut her head off.
Oh no, that's marvellous. That's absolutely perfect. Like, if anything, there's some wonderful bits in this.
Talking about cutting the Queen's head off and
meltdown, Charles.
Just Alan coming out with, I'm going to open up one of these waxworks.
Yeah, that was okay. Alan, you'd been really quiet for a while. You were like, well, let me see inside.
I'm going to take this knife.
Give it a knife.
I was debating what the weapon that the hand should have would be, because if I make it scissors for cutting paper, is that a bit obvious? But if it's a knife, will they think to cut paper with it? Because it's a funny one, but I kind of had to give you something to encourage you to.
I think we thought about using the knife for everything before we got to cutting paper with it. Like,
yeah, what do you use a knife for? Stabbing, cutting wax limbs,
picking
off.
A lock.
Yeah. I gotta say, guys, I gave you 16. No, I gave you 19 waxworks, and you picked one of the only ones that wasn't obviously replaceable to melt before the ending.
I was wondering when you thought when we said let's melt Prince Charles, and you were sitting there going,
oh no, you're going to need this guy.
It's fine.
I would have accepted that Michael, with his master waxworker craftsmanship, could have recrafted him. I would have let that go, because I kind of had imbued you with
Bruce Forsyth. I mean, he was pretty old. It stands to reason he had big ears, because they just keep growing, don't they?
I was gratified to find that my ideas of the sort of major physical attributes of these people broadly matched yours. So for like twinkling, ageless grin, you all went with Brucey, and I thought, yes, I thought Brucey for that.
And nice one, Bailey, actually, with Diana's eyes. I was like, I hadn't thought about that.
Well done on that.
I was back on the village people.
Well,
she loved children.
Loved children. Yeah, like I was thinking, like Miss Trunchbull, maybe not.
Yeah, no.
That was really
cool.
I think
that was a really good one.
It was. We could not get our brains to make that like that little jump for the first bit of logic.
But that was very much the last room kind of inspiring an element and sort of twisting this one. And I really like it when that happens. I remember someone gave me the RoboCop one once and just said, it was Chris actually. Chris just said, and 4 robot police run into the room and shout, hands up or we don't move or we shoot. And it ended up being my entire next room was about these 4 robot police.
That's a good one. I enjoyed that.
I hadn't thought of at all, but that kind of inspired me and sent me off this journey.
And also, fun bit with the withered arm where we went, which celebrity do you know with a candy arm?
Oh. Yeah. Oh, no.
Phantom of the Opera, the Wicked Witch.
I couldn't believe it.
I was trying to think, does it get arm melted or something? Like,
I don't think so.
That was wonderful.
Yeah, that bit made me smile.
Looking at the screen going, are you kidding? What? You've been holding it for half an hour? Thank you for listening, everybody. You have been listening to The Infinite Escape Room. It's been a great pleasure having you here today. If you want to hear more of this sort of thing, please take a listen to our back catalogue, getting longer by the day and closing in on 200 episodes now, Michael. It's got to be up to like 170 something. Got to be getting close.
Barking lots.
In any case, we have a home on the internet at www.theinfiniteescaperoom.com. We are also on the social media in the same way that man is on the moon, in that we're there. Not a lot of activity, but we're definitely there, and we've put our flag down. And soon the Chinese will own us all. You can find us there, not on the moon, but on social media at tier_podcast, both on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We love you lots, and we will see you next time on The Infinite Escape Room. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hattie bye.
181 episodes we're up to.
Bloody hell.